Well, hello ladies and gentlemen. I'm here again in StarCitizen and I'm at Grim Hex. Now I had a couple of faulty sessions where the sound wasn't working, so I hope I fixed the sound issue. And then I came to Grim Hex and I couldn't find this place anywhere, the admin office. I was in the right... I did have the right idea. I do remember, I've been here before and I know it's crazy, but it's really hard to find this place. See if this guy's going to talk to me. Not saying anything. Let me go. I'm tied to him. Right, so the thing I wanted to do was to check that my Drake Cutlass Black, the stock that's in it, was able to be sold. So I left it in there first. And sorry, yeah, Drake Cutlass Black, that's it. Now it's gone to retrieve my inventory. Titanium, max 771. What's the point? You know, I mean, you're going to get less money for it anyway, but 771 when it was a 50 grand contract. So I get 269. I don't want the stuff anymore, so I'll get rid of it. Quartz 89. It was just drop out on the sound then, but oh god, they are crashed. Submit the crash report. I ain't going to verify launch game. So we're having that fun and games stuff again, aren't we? I can't pause the stream, but we'll be back in a short while, I think. Let's have a look. Thank you for your submission. I don't think they should say that, because it doesn't sound very nice, does it? I'm not submitting to them. I'm not being submissive. Thank you for your submission. It sounds like an overlord. Or a master. Yes, master. They should say, thanks for reporting the issue. That's as simple as it is. Thanks for reporting the issue. That's modern English. You know, not Neanderthalic, medieval type crap. Thank you for your submission. Be submissive. So I have read all of that at some point. I can't remember what it says though. Increased security ahead of Invictus Fleet Week and all that. Yeah, so generally this is all the garbage you have to go through with StarCitizen. You know, you just get playing and it ruins your game. Although I haven't been killed on the stairs for a while. I did get killed on the stairs earlier by jumping over a railing. Well, I was jumping down the stairs, not jumping over the railing, but somehow I went up the railing and landed and died. But it wasn't a fall. It wasn't an impact at distance. Literally, it was jumping over a railing that's about maybe 4 foot high, landing on the other side of it. Right, so we're back. If I get a chance to edit the video, I can even edit that out. So Here we go again. See what's next. Corundum. So 118. There's no point. I spent more than that in fuel getting here, so you know. And it wasn't a full load either. I know that, but you know. I thought my aluminium's already been sold, or aluminium, whichever you want to say. Confirmed. But it was that one what crashed, I think. Some of the things I don't like is these systemic voice acting voiceovers that you get from the AI. They should say it once to you. There should be a cut-off file. If you haven't been in the shop for the last 15 minutes, he shouldn't say it to you. And if you're still in the shop, he shouldn't say it to you. If you go in the shop and you spend an hour in the shop, he should not talk to you anymore with the systemic things. And you can do that in the files, because I know, because I've recorded some myself in the past for other games, for demoing and helping out with playtests and things like that. So I come in the shop. The first time he sees me today, he'll say, "Oh, hello, nice to see you again," if I've already been there once. But since I haven't been in today, before today, for a long time, he'll say, "Are you new here?" or something like that. He might say something that he'll never ever repeat to me ever again. Because once he's seen me, he will remember me. And even if I come back in 3-4 weeks' time, he'll say, "Oh, I see you. Look, he's got them lazy eyes." Where his eyelids are covering, top eyelids are covering half of his eyeball. If I do that, if I close my eyelids down, you try it. If you, dear listener, dear viewer, if you close your eyelids down over the tops of your eyes, you can't see. So, go to see the optician. I've got a problem with my eyes. No, it's not your eyes, it's your eyelids, mate. Open them. So just checking to make sure all the swagger's gone out of the back of the cutlass. If it ever gives me a chance. Come on.
Hi.
There he goes again with his systemic stupid where's the crew. The cargo capacity is 0 of 46 SU, so I know I'm looking at the correct ship. Right, now all I've got to do is find my way back to society, civilization, as it were. So I got lost, so I decided to give up. Have I got anything in here? I think I might have. I've been to Grim Hex plenty of times in the past. Look at this. Oh no, I bought them recently. But yeah, they might come in handy, so I'll leave them too. Yeah, it's 500 quid in it really, I'm leaving on the table. I could switch it over for a can of Coke. That shows you that I have been here before. So yeah, put that. Is that just one can? Yeah, one empty can, actually. And I'll take those with me. I mean, I'm saying that's it. It's one of them. I don't think there's anything else. No. Okay. And the can might get cleared out because it's empty. I'll take a ride with this guy. I can remember this elevator. Oh, that's quite a long way down, isn't it? It was right underground, or deep in the rock. So, elevator 2, elevator 1, Hex. That's what I was missing. Because I was thinking that is an elevator 2. Like these elevators. Let's see where this one goes. Yeah, those are just fleet ones, aren't they? To you. We're in the lobby. These are just, yeah, Andreas. Whereas these elevators, it does say lobby. Main course, which is the thing that I was getting wrong. And obviously elevator 2 is the same thing. So on the main course, this is where I was wrong. So if I rewatch my own video at any time for Grim Hex, this is it. This is how you navigate. And I wasn't doing exactly what I should have been doing. That's the big red box. I hadn't seen them as big as that before. That's even a bigger size than normal, isn't it? So this is a bar, I think, isn't it? No, it's not. It's a shop. It's a bar. Oh, it's the bar. Yeah, it's the multi-level bar that goes all over the place. You go down here and you can run back up the other side. And usually he's got burritos and shit, so I can't buy the hot dog, can I? Let's put it in the backpack. Do I need it? Yes, I do. Let's take the helmet off. Let's have another one. Double dog. Let's eat the double dog. What's this one? Chili dog. Look, my food is 68. It's not going up much. Yeah, now it has. 100%. And now we need a drink of maybe a Vestral water. Because we don't want to waste that one, because that's food as well. These type and the other one, there's an eco drink in the yellow bottle. This is just hydro though. And then we bounce this off her head, his head, if we can. Usually a bit lower because it always donk missed him. Oh then, Baldy, how are you doing? Right, Baldilocks and the three hairs. Oh dear. I thought that was a dead body then, with a sheet over it. Yeah, I actually met people up here before. We was sort of semi-living out of this base, in a way. We was bedlogged on our ships and kept coming back here to meet up, and we was meeting up at that point on the bars. It's quite a good, interesting place. And this one goes all the way around. Yeah. Oh, nearly went over the railing again. And then it goes through at this side, doesn't it? And I think it goes back to somebody. No. Can't remember where it went. not the one, is it? I'm sure there was a run through somewhere. Anyway, probably I'm wrong. Following this left wall, just to explore. Yeah, that's it. That's the one that goes around, isn't it? There's them two red boxes. So if you just followed this left wall, there's the big box. We'll run around once more just for the laugh. Whee! Jump! Jump! Oh, there's your mum's door, look. It's like she's out of her old cupboards. Right. So, there's that big box again. There it is. And we came down here, didn't we, from the bar, maybe. No, this is one of the hotel rooms. Right, you're staying in the Ritz Plaza. Repair. Oh, that's like a folding stair, isn't it? Folding stairway. I came out of one of these. I don't know which number I was in. Yeah. They should give you the odd little loot box and stuff around. You know. My place wasn't as messy as this. Squatters. What can you do? Somebody's shooting. Killing everybody. I've got no weapons. I'm going to try and stay out of the way, everybody, till the shooting stopped. If anybody runs in, I'll see if I can hide behind here like this. Not very good convincing hiding though, is it? Am I in cover? I can't see. I am sort of in cover, aren't I? But I can't equip my gun. Oh, no, that's the tractor beam. So I cannot equip my weapon. See. So I can't equip my weapon there. So no point. I might as well just go and get myself shot. If they're going to shoot me, they'll shoot me. No more shooting anyway going, I can't hear any more shooting. And I can't see anybody walking about either. Oh, there's one guy. AI. So he should be crouching, shouldn't he? Yeah. Anyway. So that's the admin office. I still haven't found out how to use the map. I struggle with it to get it to put a waypoint on, but then I can't follow the waypoint. Yeah, and I remember this place before, from before as well. Loading. There should be just certain things which are unique to each place. You cannot buy elsewhere, you know. Later on, when they've got production on, £2,500. It's a nice jacket. You can't carry your handbag though, can you? Your backpack. I'll have that. Thank you. That is a lot of money for just a rain mac. A jacket. Let's have it though. One of the goals would be to be like a serious collector of all the items, and once you've got everything. Skelling pants, alright. Go for it.
Hey.
Leather jacket, right? I won't put any of these on just yet. I mean, keep them for another time. Then you find out a server wipe happens and they don't have these things anymore. A jacket, that's not a jacket, that's a coat. That's a jacket. That is a coat. A duster jacket, if you like, but a duster coat. I think I'll have that, just for that. And there's another hood coat, it says hood jacket. Okay, that's enough random purchases. We've been through here before, yeah. This is the bar. Well, you can't buy any drinks, incidentally. Yeah, and we came down here before. That's the one, yeah, that's it. That's the way you do it. I believe that's where we came in. This is the other bar. Drinks bar. And it's got another way out. Him and his kid. Oh, looks okay. Right, I'm sure I've seen everything, but there is the shipyard I haven't found. This is habitation. Back to the soup shop. Soup shop, that one. This one. I think this goes down to them zero gravity places. Just make sure I have my helmet on. Don't go down here, it says, whatever you do. Okay, I won't go down here then. I certainly won't go down here. Oh, you're alright, aren't you?
The hell you want?
Oh, what the hell do you want? I don't know. What you got?
You really don't learn, do you? We're done.
I can get my gun out and shoot you in the head if you like. Big ears. Baldylocks.
The hell you want?
It's Smeagol.
Ain't got nothing to say to you.
No. You're my precious. Hello, Smeagol. Shall I borrow your hammer? Cave your head in. Smeagol. My precious.
The hell you want?
I want you to shut your gob. Also smash this laptop over your head. It'd be great if you could do stuff like that, you know, just batter him in. I don't want to let you do anything in this game like that. Can I sit down here and have a tug on your bong? No? You ain't got a
the
bong.
hell you want?
I want you to stop talking. Echo voice. See you, Smeagol.
Ain't got nothing to say to you.
Good. Shut your mouth then. Somebody's left something behind. It's got a handle. Oh no, that's a separate tool. There's a crowbar trying to lever that door. Pneumatic puller off. And that's stuck in the thing. Fair enough. So there was nothing down here. I don't know what that was all about. Column. The Lord of the Things. On the side of his head. Mind if you shave all my hair off, I've had a skinhead before today, and I used to have a pink mohawk for a show that I was in one time. Like a truck theatre. We used to do charity events. All to raise money for charity, and I had a pink mohawk. The sides of my head was shaven, of course, that's the definition of a mohawk. And my ears stuck out like chapalap pegs. I look like Prince Charles. Just by the ears. Mind you, he's got big ears. It's Charlie. Prince Charlie. Ah, found something. This is the place I was looking for. This is the ship parts place, isn't it? Or is this the mining? No, it is the ship's parts. Look. The Rush. Quantum drives. I wonder if there's anything that fits my cutlass black. See, I don't know any of this stuff. I haven't gone into the engineering side of it. Batteries. Somebody was saying, like, if you had something like the Idris, you should have lots of power, spare power banks that you can take. You might be able to buy. Well, I mean, even at that price, 30 grand. I could afford maybe half a dozen of them. I mean, you can buy anything in the game, can't you? If you can buy it, and it's not the issue isn't how much. I just don't know. Look at the price. 27,000. 10,000. So I reckon that one's better. Tyler Design and Tech. My grandson will love that because he's called Tyler. And every game he plays, he's you know, Captain Tyler or his initials, TJ. That's his Christian names, Tyler James. Juno. Starwork. Juno Starwork. Light Blossom. I don't know what that is. What's that? Lightning Power Limited. Different power plants. I thought the power came from the engine, you know, but they were. Must be mistaken. Nice way to put the sign in. That's it. That's all. Shield Jenny. Alright. Power plant. Yeah, that's a little bit smaller than the other one, isn't it? Oh, this might tell me what's what. And I'm wondering if they fix the issue with the extra storage containers you can buy for the Prospector mining ship. 45 grand. Oh, you don't get many of them for the quid, do you? Look at that, 104,000. Tell you what, you keep it for me for later. How's that? I'll come back when I've got some pennies saved up. None of this stuff, I don't know what it fits to like. So let me just have a quick look in that. There it was. There's only one screen, it's ridiculous. Say one customer at a time. Now location. That's the set where you want your inventories to. If I'm selling commodities, I thought it was about selling. Oh, it might be about selling parts. There's never anything in any of these. I never see anything in them. Sellable cargo. I could have maybe sold it here. I forgot about that. I didn't know this one was here. I forgot about looking for other places to sell it. So to buy though, recycled material. Why would I want to buy recycled material? £15 grand. Nothing. It says nothing. Maybe I had to select. I'll just try it. I ain't going to buy it. Just want to try it. So, Cutlass Black. Now it's changed from red because I've selected the Cutlass Black. And now it says how many do you want to buy. So if I chose one, 15 grand. I'll buy just one, see what it brings me. Confirm. So it should have transferred it automatically. So it says their capacity, but recycled equipment, recycled doodah. Anyway, yeah, I have had enough in here, to be honest with you, this place. That was the engine place, the ship's parts place. If I can reliably navigate straight back to the doings deck. This is the pub. Big nightclub bar, everything. Thing is, can you imagine them making a noise in there with either a music or band and it banging through the halls? It'd just echo in here, wouldn't it? And it would keep everybody awake in the habs. Somebody would be coming down and shooting the place up. That's what I'd be doing. Just have a look down these. I know I came in one of these areas because I stayed here. Just have a look around. Of course you can't open these from this side. What they should do though, they should open, if you can open it, you'd have to go to the front desk and offer to buy a hab. And you'd say to the guy, have you got a clean hab? You know, I don't want anybody else's mess in it. It's like somebody's little counter. You could have a guy in there selling drugs or something, I don't know. There she is. Oh. So that was that. So have I gone round the whole place now? Yeah, because he's still stood there, look. So C. That's a D, not an O. That's to the nightclub. So I think I'm going down that way. That's the admin office. Found it. Take it. Oh, I wonder what, if it comes up on the admin office, what I bought in my cargo ship. Let's have a look, just for interest. Come on. Nothing, it says nothing in there. See, this is where it should tell you what, well, it does tell you what's in demand, but they didn't. I've just sold some stuff to them, but they didn't want any of it really, did they? What they want, waste. They want agricultural supplies. I've got something like a year of the pig, you know. It'll buy items of 1 SCU or smaller, even 2 SCU or smaller, all the way up to 32. So you're telling me the shop's got enough money, that's what it's saying, to buy a 32 SCU container of Dolvine if I went and mined it. I don't know. That's the explosive stuff, I think. No, quantanium is, sorry. So 1 SCU container of Contanium. I think it's Contanium. Adonite is not dangerous. It's telling you get 520,000 for 1 SCU. Gold. Recycled material. Is that the stuff that I've got? Quartz. What did I just get for it? I got about 15 pence, didn't I? 256 SCU. I don't understand the numbers. 77 SCU is 256. Or is it they've got a maximum storage of 256 SCU if you wanted to buy quartz? They haven't got anything, because if you look in there it says in stock, nothing. Out of stock. Titanium. I didn't get 440 for man, and I had more than one. I had about 7, didn't I? So why do they make this sort of stuff so difficult? You know, alright, it's good that it is, because you go to different places and you go to one shop and you'll find you don't get nothing for it, and so you go to the next. Scrap, on no demand for scrap. Because they've got plenty of it all around. They're living in scrap, aren't they? Neon. Souvenirs. G-Hex. Right, so back to the... I'll go in elevator 2 this time. Well, if I can find the button. Oh, there it is. This should go back up. It's just the same as the other elevator. So there's Grim Hex, and we walked around there looking for our places, but landing pads. But I only need to go to my local see if there's anything. Mind you, the inventory, if it is in the black, cutlass black, it'll be invisible.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
And we already said my Intrepid that I arrived in
Please visit us again.
after I died and respawned back at Area 18. I came back in the Intrepid. Just fell off to fly out here because I hadn't been out in it. I need to leave something of substance, so I'm going to leave that drink. It's just so that when I'm telling people, look, I was here. There is systems. 2 drinks. Well, 1 empty can. I don't think there's anything to go from Grim Hex. Let me just make sure I've got my hat on. I have. And also, just let me check my health before I go anywhere. Yep, okay. Contracts. All in. I just glancing over it. Oh, a Grim Hex 2 something. Let's just keep looking. Obviously you can pause the video anytime you want to read any of these, if you can see them okay. I can't say. So we are at Grim Hex and we're looking for a Grim Hex job. I don't think we're going to find one. Waste and scrap, you see. But it's all little 2s and 1s. So why would you go for 60 grand, well 59 grand on that when you can do 6 50 grand jobs all in one go and they're only 8 containers. So I do need to do just a couple of them as well. So I can go and buy my well, I can actually buy the Prospector now in game because it's about 2.6 million and I've got 3.5 million just about. See, there's those, like 62 grand. Collect waste from Rio's breaker yard. And it's only 10 units. I don't think there's anything from me, but they should have 2 more different things of these. One could be player ships transported, and they could do it the way they do it in another game called it's Microsoft Flight Simulator's mod that hangs off the side of FSX usually, and Microsoft Flight Simulator, which is I forget what it is. I'll just change this. They call it something like I've lost my position. Primary objectives, junior rank, plant details. We'll just go back to where was the one at 68k, 59k, that one. So yeah, they call it it's something like hauler, air hauler. That's it, air hauler. And there is another one, FSX Economy, which is basically an online games extension that you log into online before you then start Microsoft Flight Sim, or when I was playing it before, playing FSX Economy and Air Hauler. I was mainly playing it with FSX Flight Sim X, the version prior to Microsoft Flight Sim. So there's the ones like this from station. The 50k job is. The 50k job is where there's only 9 SCU to transport. You see, and you'll see another one from Sefrin Station to August Dunlow Spaceport for about the same amount. Or opposites. So there's 46, which happens to match my ship's capacity, and a 53, which you can still do because you get about 60 containers in my ship if you stuff them in and risk explosion and losing cargo. But some of these are just so finicky, faffy, you wouldn't want to do them. So there's another one. Sefrim Station to August Dunlow. And I bet you that one's the same. Let me just go to 56. There's another one that's the same, look, 56k. So you could collect silicon, but it is 94. So you get a little bit more money. They've offered you another 6k, but you've got to do it, like in my ship I'd have to do at least 2 trips. Just solely on that. Whereas that one will only be for 8 SCU. So you choose that one. So they're all Sefrim Station to August Dunlow. I haven't been to any of those places. I've been to Sefrim Station. And if we want, we could maybe just go and do that one quickly. We'll just read down these. We'll do the 50k job is. Look, there's another 56, look. But it's 103. That's a lot of messing about. And I don't know the dangers. I don't know where that Dunlop place is. So we will just give it a second to think about it. We do need a bit of extra money on us. We're coming up to 30 minutes on this, I think. Yeah. See, most people were jumping up and down, oh look, 50k, 90k, let's have the 90k one, you know. And I was with a guy who says, no, I want to take the 90k one, because he was using my ship. I let him steal my ship, actually. I flew it down to the ground. We was in a party together. Then he took my ship to go and do some of these missions, and he wanted to do 90 because there was no point, because it's like too much. You're umping 103. You're going to have to make 2 trips, whereas the one I'd selected for us, it's 1 trip and you get 300 grand for it. What don't you understand about it? Pressurised ice, 30. Port Tressler to Sefrim Station. If you was going to Port Tressler or going past it first, you could make yourself another 52k there. But you know, when it goes 72, 105, 112, 100, you know, you just want these ones, the small ones, 12, 8, 10, 6, 9. You don't want anything more than 11 containers, because that's usually where they go max out at 11. You get some 7s. But usually the 50k jobs, can you say our 101k is not worth it for 102 boxes? I mean, it might just be, but you've got to have a ship that's big enough to get 102 boxes in one go. And also there might be, you know, a side issue that you want to do something if you read all the mission stats as to why you might want to do it. So the 50k jobs. What's the one below that? We've got that one. Sephram to August 11. We'll accept that. That's to the offers. This is the thing I hate. Why can't it just stay on the other page? There's another 50k job. That's Sephram, but that's to the Dream Station. So another 50k job. There's two here. Look, let's do that one first. That's ambitious. To Sephram. Sephram to ambitious. Another 50k. I bet you it's just changed. So all the 50k jobs are now Sephram. No, there's Sephram to August Unlock. Only 8 containers. We'll accept that one. We'll go back down. Hauling. I mean, if you're selecting several hauling contracts together, why wouldn't they just let you come back to the position you was in the thing? It's easy to do. Sephram to August, it's only 6, that's good, for 50k. There's 150,000, and then we'll go. So this is how I do cargo, just take the cheapest, the most best paying jobs with the smallest amount of work. Another one there. Corundum, that's 11. We'll count them up at the end, we'll just keep adding them in. I can usually get them all in. That's not one, is it? That's another one for 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need one more. Just a 50k job is. And an 8. So now, in our accepted jobs, we've got an 8. A 7, there's 15. 11, 16, did I say, yeah, 15, 16, 26, 32, 40, so I'm looking at this, 41, 51, so we've got 51 in a 46 cargo ship. And I can get 51 containers in here. And I'll show you what I mean. Ramp it, please. Send that down. Just go and have a look inside the ship. So where's this one container? This one SCU I'm supposed to have. The one that's up in the right hand corner of the screen there, that is only a they're all going to the same place, these, so it doesn't matter. That is only the one that's been tracked. All the others have been tracked also. This should be lowered now. Yes, it is lowered. Wait till that finishes. Reckoning up what's in the hangar. In fact, that one SCU of whatever it was I bought, 15 grand, maybe in my warehouse. Never thunk of it that way. But if it is, it's only one SCU. I can take that in the ship as well. Come on. Should have done it by now. Let's try that again. Right, so it's raised. That's why it was... Well, just sit in the screen. Let's see what we get up to. Boxes. Commodity cargo. Verist. All the commodity cargo I've just accepted should be in here. Ah, the beauties of StarCitizen. So let me just check. Oh, you're not going to tell me it's all over at the freight port, is it? Do I have to go over to a different elevator? Okay, fair enough. See, there's a marker there, look, you see, so... Let's go clothing. I could just still move all, but I don't want them drinks back. Yeah, the drinks are still in there, I think. Sustenance, yeah. They're both empty. That wasn't empty, was it? I don't think it was. That's okay. We'll keep it in our backpack. Might be better. Should I test the other elevator? I just shouldered my engine there. I don't know. So, this is the first time I've done cargo where it says I've called my cargo and it's not been available in the elevator. So the cargo should be here. If you select all, that's that, nothing. So everything, but there's nothing. Not in there. Oh, it's because I'm an idiot. What an idiot I am. Yeah, you're all laughing now, aren't you? Sephrim Station, not Grim Hex. I had Grim Hex on my brain for some reason. What a fool. Well, you know, sometimes your brain does sort of like play tricks on you. Usually at the point where you say, watch this, and you know you can do it, but the minute you say, here, look at me, it all goes to shit. So, get the doors open, please. Turn the ship on. Let's do it better than that, please. Just to make sure all the doors are shut. There's a big rock right outside my door, so I don't want to go decoupled yet. And I'll keep the landing gear, I think. Do you think I should? Keep the landing gear just to keep me steady and slow. That's not steady and slow. I can't even see where I'm going now. So, let's do a quick scan. Whoops, that's not a scan. Okay, right, so what I should have done was gone to my maps and gone let's have a look at the contract. Sarah. And I didn't top up either with fuel, did I? I'll probably make it okay though. Come here, look at these rocks here. Go. Hooray!
Quantum drive is now off.
We are in Lola's place with no weapons. Well, we've got one hand pistol on us, that's it. LH-86. Pop, pop, pop. Whoa, that came in a bit big. So I'm leaving the navigation screen on like this because it tells me how close I'm getting. If I turn my... Oh, there it is, it's still on. That's because the mission marker is yellow. But if the mission marker wasn't there, I wouldn't know squat. And about 9 miles in, no, sorry, 9 kilometers. It's where you usually can get sense out of the communications. Now, the air seat just came in as I reached 8, and there's my dock. Different type of space station to the usual kind. Take a look outside. So we'll look down the pipe. We will align ourselves a little bit better. Give it a twist and a flick of the wrist. That's what the showman said. And here we go. Hopefully we get in before the doors shut on us. Sorry, you've outstayed your welcome. Clear off. It looks like I'm going in the hall, okay? Yeah. Like a glove.
Launch complete.
God, back in this chair again. What a stupid place to put the button for that. They should have put the button for this on the other side near the bunks, but you know.
Hello and welcome aboard your Drake interplanetary
Goodbye. Bye
craft.
house.
Your systems are online.
I shouldn't have pressed the button. Come on, sit down, please. I'll just nip up to the kiosk here and see if I've been here before. Recently, I haven't. I don't think I have for a while. No. There's nothing in there, look. Filters for say custom. And I definitely ain't got any ships here, so there's no need to look. It is lowered, so where's my swag? Come on, I thought I saw it earlier. Loading content. Can't take that long if there's nothing there. This is the joys of StarCitizen. Generally, if I'm not talking to you, my dear visitor, who's looking in, I would be watching a video while I'm playing this. Just chill. Especially if I'm doing the mining rolls or the haulage. I haven't done much salvage. I've done salvage with the hand tool and one time with one of the ships a long time ago. So this is just taking forever. Sign out of it. Get out. Get in. Look at it again. So now it's all there. But the platform's raised. So now I've got to go down with the platform. Right, sorry about that. I was just basically talking to one of my family while we were just popped in. So there's that. We've got everything. And we'll bring it up in the elevator. It doesn't matter what order we stuff it in the ship at because it's all the same. It's all the same stuff. I've reiterated, and I probably will again, just right now, the issues I'm having with my controls.
Hello and welcome aboard your Drake interplanetary craft.
So you can see this is not working as well as it should. Enter remote turret. No, it's just kicked me out. Want it to be inside, please. So trying to get my mouse to wind it down to here, you can't, believe how annoying it is. Enter remote turret. Right. Ha! Look at all this. So top box, the high one, and the slim thing. I can't stop the thing from spinning. Well, that'll do. That's its reset position. I mean, what a position to be reset. So if you press and hold C, it resets to there. So I can hardly see the central thing, which is where I'm aiming. Bring that in, steady it, and take it from there. I don't know. But this is how slow this is. So if I do get a chance to edit this video, you're going to have to sit here through all of it. So, I mean, I could stop it, but then it would be a second video because it's in a stream. So, the other way for me to do this is because it's annoying even for me to do that. I can only take it a few times before I get really sick of it. And that is just to go out. and just do it manually. So now we've got to get 51 into a something. I could have left that one there actually. Because there's my first position, which is not on the grid of course, but you know. But before you actually get this built, the front wall built, the back wall, this is arguably the back wall, what I call the bulkhead. That is the bulkhead, and that is the bulkhead. So before you actually get the bulkhead, you got to be careful that they don't get in the way of the door, you know, slam the brakes on sort of thing. Then you can put all the other stuff in front of it. There's a couple more as well you can do. So I'm showing you now how to do this. But you know, I do occasionally have people tell me, oh, I was watching your video, what game is it? You know, so if they don't even know what game it is, then we put one in as a reference point. Open the door. So I can, well, no, not open the door, then I won't fall out. But it's like, it depends on how close I can get to the... I'm winding this one back. It should be coming to me a lot quicker than what it is, but it's moving pretty quick now. I did have a little bit of a tweak of the settings. Stand right close to it, lift it up, and the idea is just to poke it down the back and pull it back towards you. That's it, so it's just hitting, and that leaves one standing there, you see. We'll start to build the back wall. Random. One for that. Oh, I don't like it there. Need one for the top back, as we're looking at the back of the ship on the right hand side. Oh, but I should have had it the right way up. So I'll stick that one in there first. How's that then? That's good. So if I can keep its orientation, this is where it goes wrong, because it's just glitched through into the cabin. If it does end up in the cabin, I'll leave it there, because you can actually get these through the door. Straighten it up. I'll drop it there, see what happens. Oh, luckily it has actually sat in the correct place. So that's where you want them to sit still and not clatter about. And not on the ramp either, because if you put them on the ramp or near the edge of the ramp, they glitch and lift the ship up. That's why I turn the engines off as well, because that helps for the ship not to jump about. Let's put that where I can reach it from inside. doesn't want to cart, you see. So we'll take that one. So it doesn't really matter what order they go in. Now that will come out, you watch. I told you. We're not dealing with normal laws of physics here. Just because one's next door to another doesn't mean it's not stopping it coming, you know. Like there should be nothing stopping that one coming out. I can reach all them from the inside of the ship then. One more. And we'll take this one in and then we'll do all those. We don't want too many off the grid, so the ones that are in the elevator are currently on the grid and the ones that are in here are currently on the grids, apart from the ones that are not, the ones at the back. Of course they're all exactly the same but different, you know that saying. How can they be exactly the same but different? Well, so now there's another opportunity here without wanting to clash with this box. So if it touches that other box, they both start dancing. Ah, I've done it, I've wrecked it. So they're all dancing now and they're going to pop out through the bottom of the ship, or unless they're going to settle down. Behave yourselves. I don't know. You can't take them anywhere these days, can you? Who'd have them? Boxes in your ship. Oh, it's me and my inaccurate aim. So let's see if we can straighten this one out, please. So if you hold R and move your mouse to the side, you can rotate. Let go, see if it will drop. Yep, that'll do. The only thing is, it just might be too close. No, it'll be alright. I think that's going to do it. You get doing this yourself. People say to me, I don't know how you get more boxes in there. You can even get them in the room at the back. Like I say, you can get them in the middle room. All I want is very, very slowly for the next box to light up on the top. There it is. And now we've got our bulkhead wall built apart from one loose. So how many is it we've got loose now? 4 at this side when I finish putting this one in, and 2 you there, 6. So from the 46 I don't actually need to put this one in because 46 is my maximum. Let's see if we can just do it for a laugh. It is not quite in place. Let me put it, straighten it up. But if you want more in, like I said, you can get about 60 in, because you can put another 2 there, another 2 there, and another 2 there, and then there's a gap on the grid before these 6 start. And I've actually had, that is only the only ones that I've ever stayed in the grid when I've had a really full ship, maybe about 60, 70 boxes. Your grid's there, and your grid's there, look. So we're going to go with grid because they're going to be safer on the grid. Sometimes you'll take off, fly all the way to your destination, and then hand your boxes in, and you started off with 9 and you've only got 8, so you don't get that 50 grand. You know, if you have 11 boxes to deliver and you don't deliver 11 boxes, you don't get paid. You don't get a tenth of the 11 box delivery. You get none, and that's how you kill yourself. Stand up. Stop being a moose. Is that 81? I thought it said 21. I was looking at my hydro. Bottom left hand corner of the screen. The leaf-like things, obviously, for people who don't play this game, being my food, nutrients. This could be bad. Watch, can you see how the ship's juggling about? It's a good demonstration, because that is on there, which also shakes them other loose boxes I've got at the back. So I do not want that. We want every other box now just to stick on the grid, and the grid is wherever you see these blue ghost shapes. You say the blue ghost shapes? Don't want to come out. So just don't argue with them. Just do the next thing. You could stack your boxes when you're here, but I would advise against doing that. Anybody who's playing this for the first time, because you'll discover why, but it all goes to crap. Rather like them boxes started flying about, all of a sudden you'll turn round and they'll all be jumping all over the place on their own. One more, pick it up, Panda. We'll take it inside this one. Well, it gets another row out of the way. It's like painting a floor, really, isn't it? So I'll take one more biscuit for a biscuit. But it's very therapeutic. You can just sit here, especially if you're watching, you know, a movie, a spaghetti western, Lee Van Cleef, John Wayne movie, something like that. That's not going to let me put that one in there, I don't think. Just try dressing it up a bit more. That and standing free when it shouldn't do. That should be in the grid. And obviously if you hit it on things like I'm doing, that changes the perspective. The only thing is, when they're on the grid, they won't get knocked over by other things next to them. But when they're not in the grid, all those other boxes that are stood free, the other 6, they are not immune to being knocked over or falling over whilst they're moving. That's if I survive. Not getting shot out in space, because that can happen too. You spend, you know, but you play a game, you got to accept the challenges. You know, you could spend 40 minutes loading containers into your ship. If it's just a small one like this, you know, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Imagine people with them caterpillars. Oh look, I've started the dance. Tell you what, you can come forwards and sit on the floor. Because even though that is not an official grid, it's still okay. You don't even have to be able to get round. So you see, that one's not in its grid. There isn't a grid for it. There is a grid for it there, but it's not accepted by the grid for some reason, because of the other loose boxes. So I could have made that a little bit of a better locked grid, because I only needed 51 over 46, which is only another 5, isn't it? But I've got 6 loose. 2 at the back of there, 2 at the back of there, 3 with that one, because for some reason, although that should be on a grid, it's not. It doesn't matter, it's going to survive. I'm going to give me a guarantee on it right now. If it doesn't arrive, you can chase me all over the galaxy for your car, your gear, and I'll keep evading. It's like ordering stuff from China, innit? You get what you pays for. It's nice and cheap, so don't complain about it when it gets here, because it's probably going to be crap. So that did not seem to be going into the grid, the cargo grid. These are all pretty safe, usually, although I have had a mishap just recently. I was loading the elevator and I got to about this stage and my ship disappeared with all the contents. So I went to the control desk over there on the left in the yellow, just over there, and my ship was in the hold for some reason. Literally I turned round and now it's gone, like, you know, couldn't find it. So then I called my ship in, all the alarms went off for raising the ship, and then when I looked back at the elevator, all the cargo had gone in the elevator. So I thought, right, well, the ship was in the hangar and I just had to get it out again, so I'll just go to the cargo hangar, this hangar, and get the cargo out. You know what I'm going to say. When I looked, it was gone. So I'd spent a good half an hour randomly putting boxes in, of which I only got 6 of one container, one contract in the ship. The rest I'd only got, you know, because I'd been taking them from the front and they seemed to line them up like titanium, corundum, iron, whatever, blah blah blah, like that. I had 1 missing out of every, or maybe 2 or 3 missing out of every container contract. So 5 of my 50 grand containers didn't pay off, but I didn't find that out until I delivered them. And that was, you know, just one of the times that's happened. It's happened more than that. It's happened on multiple occasions. So why would you still want to play the game then if it keeps messing up? Well, just because it is interesting to play, you know. I wish it was my game. I wish I'd built it, especially for the money the guys raised with it. 800 million quid, probably more than that we don't even know about, he's had in this game. But although he has spent a lot of money, you know, housing and managing the team and all the rest of it, so Steve Roberts, that's why it's called RSI, Steve Roberts Industries is what that stands for. Oh, Roberts Space Industries, not Steve Roberts, that would be Robert Steve, wouldn't it? RSI, Robert Steve Industries. No, it's Steve Roberts who owns Roberts Space Industries, RSI, which is also the name of the game's main manufacturer, which makes some of the spaceships. In fact, he makes them all, because he just makes up the names, doesn't he? Like Drake Interplanetary. You know, this is a Drake interplanetary ship. So that's not on its cargo grid. So 4 in the line there should all be on their cargo grid. And it could be because that one's out of whack, I don't know. I don't want to upset it too much, doesn't matter. So we could have done it better because we only needed 5 places. We're going to get them all in now anyway, so. And I don't know what happened to that 15 grand, whatever it was I bought. Because it's not in the ship, is it? It still says I've got 46 SCU available. SCU is standard cargo units of space available. Well, I'll have less now because depending on how many of these I put in. That is a 1 SCU. I don't know if it tells you on the... It doesn't, but this is a 1 SCU container. And you get the bigger ones, which are 8. You get 4s, 8s. So... So all these physicalised units though, it took them a long time to get to this. I mean, I remember, and we still occasionally have it, where this tractor beam that I'm using used to send all the boxes around in a big spiral out and you couldn't control it. It was all doing that sort of thing all over the place. And it still occasionally does it, but you know, that's usually when there's lots of people on the server. Right. That should be enough. So make sure you don't stand them on the actual ramp or anything. I will actually just stick it to the cargo ramp there so we can push it back nice and straight. Thing is, you've got a choice, because either you push that into there like that, and if you can't get one in there, that cargo, I'll show you. So I'll make the right decision. So if that doesn't come up like it isn't with a cargo slot, what I can do is I can put that one in there. We don't want too many that are not on the cargo grid. So there's a cargo grid. So that one there could do to be on a cargo grid, but it doesn't matter. And if we do need more space, we can always open the door. Not the fuse, I don't want to pull the fuse out. Let's go to the door. We'll open the door. We can always stand a couple more on top of there if we needed it. And also there's a space for another 1, 2, 3 boxes here. So 6 more cargo in there. Because as I said, I used to get one and sort of like an angle. Similar to how I put the one near the cabin door on the other side. But since I don't think I need the space, I might have got the numbers wrong, I don't know. There's quite a lot there, but let's just see how many there is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They'll go in the mini. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They'll go in the very back of the ship. So you can get 3 down here without even these ones that we're talking about up here, look. So we've still got a cargo slot there. Although it's not effectively taking it into the cargo grid. Let's move that one out. So the cargo grid chose to come on then. Cargo grid, there. If you can get it straight. So you're going to get them all in, because you can get another 1, 2, 3 against the wall, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 in there. And I'll show you what I mean precisely. Also, there are chairs in here, look. So those are actually seats. There's 6 of them, 3 either side. But you're supposed to be able to do this a lot easier with that damn cannon that you got above my head, right where it is right now. So if I didn't want to use the cargo grid, see how that jumps away from the other one? That is where you would put them, just as an example. But we don't actually need to do this. And I usually put them in after I put the ones in on the cargo grid down here, which you'll see they snap in real nice. But like I say, we don't need to do that. Then we put the 6 in here, then we slot another 3 down on the top of them. That's how you get loads in. But since we don't need that space, put that one in there. Just for demonstration purposes. You can hear the sound that the box makes when it's all quiet. You want to listen to see if there's any of them boxes at the back doing that, because sometimes they do spaz out. How's my health? 67. Always got to keep your eye on your health. I'm quite good at looking at it. It's when it's sometimes my health gets damaged quickly and I don't realise that I've been injured. Like earlier when I walked into one of the doors on Grim Hex, I went through a door, there was no oxygen, and my guy just started going and choking, and that knocked my health down to something like, 30%. I can't remember what it actually was, but I'm going to say 30%, because it was pretty close. My health went red. I'm only doing that because it's now where I can reach them. The only change to me moving these out would be if I knocked that box and it hit the door and started jumping about. Then I'd have to go and sort it out pretty quick before it destabilises the ship. So that one can go there. If it's 2 of you, of course, you can just pass it to each other, and you can actually, unlike in Ghostbusters, you can actually cross your beams. You can take over. 2 of you can have hold of one container at once, and if 2 of you do hold onto the same container at once, it gives it a stronger grip. So there's a container that's too heavy for you as a single tractor beam torch user. You can get 2 tractor beam torches on it, and I know this because we was lifting a box and I couldn't lift it all the way up, and my beam was going weak. My grandson was up on the top of the jump 890 when we was doing that mission. Jump 890 attack defend on mission. So plenty of room. We can do these 6 boxes in here. And I don't know, I suppose somebody will tell me if I didn't get my maths right. Put it in the comments. Music teacher, not maths teacher. Although, funnily enough, ironically, I was peripatetic teaching music, and I was often asked to stand in and mind a class and set them their maths homework and stuff like that. So because I had no curriculum notes or didn't know the students and what their abilities were with maths, I just gave them simple quizzes, math quizzes. I had books and books and books of English quizzes and maths quizzes. It was always good. And then the teacher who was off swinging the lead would have to then just say to them, look. So I want to just quickly nip around and have a look around the station, because I haven't been around Saffron, I don't think. I might have been, I don't know. And I'll go and get something to eat while I'm in there and drink. So we'll just put this back in the storage with all the kit on board. No, I've just got out of the seat again. No, didn't. Engines on. Weapons off. Thrusters down. VTOL. Let me just go back inside because I'm going to see what I'm doing better there.
Launch complete.
Makes an awesome sound, this ship. I don't know if you're going to get it over the choo-choo. Especially when you're blasting off from atmosphere in somewhere like Area 18. Makes a hell of a roar. I have bass boost on and all sorts of stuff like that. So I'll just turn all the engines off and then I'll turn them all on again to shut all the doors. And then I'll jump out my seat. And we'll go out without pressing the button. And jump out of this one. It's quicker. Come on, it's supposed to shut. I won't store it, I'll see if they might put it away. Go for a quick look around. Shouldn't be long. I can't remember whether Sephrim has got a refinery or not. Oh god. So this is Andreas's medium hangar, so it should my craft should still be there. Nobody can get into it unless they're in my local invited party. There's quite a lot of people here, to be honest with you. I didn't expect to find that many people. Yeah. the elevators. Let's just have a look at the view. Yeah. That's Crusader, that planet. Oh well, it's a gas gas giant in it. Stanton, it says up there. Sephrim Stanton. Sephrim Station. Sorry. Can't read. North Star. North Star 1. See, look, the AA is still going. 1,000 views from now on. Yeah. Seen it before. What else was it I wanted to have a look? Let's go and get something to eat. I'll just take my lid off. God, is this all you got pizzas now?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want pizzas. This will give me food and more, so watch the 75, 59, 77, 79, 80, 81. Bounce it off your bald head. Just hit an invisible wall. Whereas this one, I don't know. I
Hey.
think it's just a drink. $84 on food, yeah, it's 86, look, it is going up, 87. So if we just take another look at our health and the food and drink. 100%, 87 on the hunger. So let's just take another brown. We'll put a couple in the back. Pack. 1, 2, 3. We'll have one more to drink. I think I'm scared for. I didn't mean it. I only threw the bottle at you and it missed. Stop overacting. Big hard soldier looking, light armour, cringing. Missed. Don't get me on your darts team. Wait for me, wait for me. Ah! Never mind. He can't control it once he's set his thing. So we've got hangars and hubs, Galleria and cargo centre. Nothing there for me at all. So, clothing shop. This is the drink that you really want to put hairs on your chest. I've got loads of that back at main base though. Some nice clobber. Like the green one.
Hi. Let me know if there's anything I can help you with.
Yeah, can you shut your gob? You can help me with that. Nothing particularly stands out apart from that one green coat. I've got tons of these weapons, don't really need any more.
Hi, welcome.
Ah, need to break your nose, yeah. That's fighting talk.
Hi, welcome.
You wanted fighting talk, you got it. You need to break your nose for you. This is I'm not really a romantic, but I can give you a Scottish kiss. That's about as romantic as it gets. Choo choo. Look at that. Just lockers everywhere. It's the food courts. We'll get some snoodles.
Hi, welcome.
Hello. Put a packet of them in our ship.
Hi, thanks for coming in. Hi. Let me know if there's anything I can help you with.
You stop it with your systemic lines. That would help. Doesn't improve the experience when you say, hi, what can I do for you? Hi, what can I do for you?
Hi, welcome
Hi.
to the store.
Welcome to the store. Well, hi, what can I do for you?
Hi, welcome.
So, in my backpack now I should have a couple of 3 drinks that I bought. My noodles. Where? Oh, there they are, there's 4, aren't they? Yeah. So, snot dog. I didn't realise when I was stood down there at the snot dogs that was above me was the food gallery. That would be horrible, wouldn't it, having to eat your meal up here with the stink of hot dogs coming up the stairs. I know you might like hot dogs, but not if you're eating steak. You won't want to stink of hot dogs. Wafting up your nostrils. I wouldn't. Yeah, we're done here. It's the suit. Well, it's just done the same as all the others. Few guns, couple of screens. So, some people complain about, it's not that much to the game. Although there's lots in the game. It's the principle of the concept of what they're doing, which is no loading screens. I'm lost. How did I get in through the elevators there? I'm not lost. I've got to pinch your elevator, so it won't be here when you come back, okay? No point going to the cargo centre. I've got nothing to get from the cargo centre. Right, that was that away. So now we can set off for this other place. Hopefully my ship will still be in my hangar, since my hangar's persisted and I haven't had to go to the screen to call my Drake. It should still be there. There it is. Get the hat on. Good. God, that's that. We'll close this. Make sure that one is closed down there. Just take a look. Careful though, so you don't pull that fuse out. It's a pain in the backside to put back in sometimes. So all the cargo's still how we left it. We've still got enough room just to get through here without touching anything. We can put let's put that food in there. Maybe this is in the ship's storage, like, you know, so that should do us. I was keeping the stuff in my backpack because I was going to drop it off. If I die, of course, I've lost all that equipment, but the ship might persist. There's a chance that I can kill my ship as well. This is often what happens. In the maps, we just look at the contracts, and it says to deliver it to the August Dunlop spaceport, which is tracked. August. No? But it says deliver. So we'll go there first.
Launch complete.
Nope. Let's go some in decoupled mode. Look a lot better if this paints it with like the Spitfire colours and have maybe the teeth on the front like the shark's mouth.
Shield system offline.
So don't know exactly. Call up the map again. Any one of the contracts. It just says August Dunlop Spaceport. August. So when I go there and I tap in, let's have a look, see if it's in the list. So that must be something to do with Sephram above Crusader, August Dunlop Spaceport in Orison. Alright, so we need to go to Orison. there was just the first. So I've not been to this one before, I'm pretty sure. Listen to them engines, sound great, don't they? That's Crusader, and that. So I have to go here first. Which is only a si- and then there's the last time I came to this place, I don't recall it being called Orison. It obviously was, but I do remember as I was trying to find my place to hang on the ship, it basically said you are in violation of blah 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 treaty. They took my ship off me and stuck me on the planet. Oh, not on the planet, on the platform where it was all platform based. So now I reckon that's the right way up. I've got to deliver this shipment to there. But which one is the place called? Horizon's that. So how close can I get? Obviously I must have to, because it's all platforms, I must have to deliver it to this one. 26. 24. Let's and we'll start making requests for landing. I still haven't got the same control I used to have. So I don't reckon I'll get. So according to let's have a look. The request. Hang a report. Completed. So where does it want me? There. Okay. reminiscent of what happened the last time, where they're going to close the doors on me now. Look, I didn't realise what your hangar will look like. I thought I was landing up on the roof. Let me in. Come on. You should have a little bit more interaction with the thing. You know, I mean, you could even have players, as you do in some airport sims, where you say the player, a player can take on the role of ATC. Didn't mean to stop there. It's because I turned my coupled mode off.
Landing complete. Launch complete.
I think the layout of the hangar is the same, isn't it? No, there's a freight elevator that side, is it? I don't even know if I'm at the right place, to be honest with you.
Landing complete.
You can't see nothing on the back. Let's just have a look. I mean, yeah, that'll do it. Although I'm a little bit too far over. Sky there. Looks like. I should have, before I actually moved my ship, gone and checked that this was actually, in fact, the correct. $600. I thought there was a gas stud here. So this is my argument here, where you should have it written on the front of the thing. It's arrow view, is it? Aero view hangars. But it should say here, not hangar services. August Unload Spaceport, that's what it should say. And it does. So that's me numpted again. So what can you say? Right, so just a minute, have a drink. A little drink of tea. And we'll get on with it. Just past the hour now, dear viewer. Thank you very much for staying with me. So, now you could, if you was worried about the loose cargo, get the loose cargo out first, and one way of doing that. This elevator doesn't seem as big as the one I was in. I should have took the engines up out the way as well. It's getting stuck already. Hopefully it'll glitch through. If I lose it, which is a chance that I will. You hear it? It's knacking everything up at the back, battering the ship and everything. Okay, never mind. So the engine's in the way now. And this is where they could say, yeah, do you want to hire a loader right at the beginning, or would you like to get the AI crew to unload and load your vehicle for you for a fee? I wouldn't mind paying, you know. The fee could be something like $2,000 or $3,000. And then obviously depending on which cargo it was, if you was only a low value cargo, you was only making 2,000 or 3,000 on it, you wouldn't be able to afford that because you'd just be giving your profit to the ground crew. But when you're doing a 300k jobby like this, it could be, you know, what's 8 containers? Let's say 10 containers, because some of them are 11, some of them are 7, some are 6. There's even been like, I think 5s, as low as 5. But I definitely know I've had a 6 container a jobby for 50 grand. But let's just go with the 10 to keep the maths easy for myself. So that'd be 50 grand would be 5 grand per container. So you might say, well, 500 to unload each container, that leaves me with 4,500 from each container. You know, I'm just saying, if you want to go on the expensive side of it, that could be seen as expensive or extortionate. But let me say, if you're a player and you need some money, you put yourself on the roster to unload someone's cargo, and obviously if you lose any of it, even one case of it, you don't get paid. So, you know, or you pay for the load, like, you know, so, and most new players won't be able to afford the 50k straight. Well, they would, because I mean jobs are easy enough to come by. But I'm saying, if you wanted somebody else, if a brand spanking new player come in and then got a hangar, they've only, you know, one craft. I don't know the actual to do with the value of the cargo, to balance it against something like what you would see as being a valid payment. So there's 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 pounds somebody could earn themselves just moving them 6 containers at 500 a time. He does that, he's earned himself 500 credits. So how many containers have I got here, and how much would that cost me at 500 per container? But the AI crew would do it even cheaper, maybe, you know, and they would get it right, but it would take longer, maybe. I don't know. I'm sure CIG, Cloud Imperium Games, as in Steve Roberts, has actually thought all these things through. I'm sure they know what they're doing. That'll do. Another thing we could do with this, we could just quickly hop into the seat and try that. One of the things about the seat is you can't tell how far back you are when you're in that cannon. So if I build a back wall, no point in me moving any of the containers I've already got in there. Because I know I'm not going to want to do all of the boxes with that thing. A little, like it looks little when you're sat looking at it from the outside. But when you're in it, look at the size of this. That's it there. That little thing. That's the front of it. That's the back of it. That's the rotating head. That's the crane mount for it. Where did that other box go that was clattering about inside? We built a back wall, you see, and put that one there. Then I can maybe do that. We'll just look underneath the ship first. No boxes. So the box might be on this side of these boxes. No. We'll discover it. Else we won't get paid for one of the jobs. It's not in here. Because you'd see it, it'd be real big in here. You can get them in here as well, so I'll just prove it to you. Oh. So if you've got extra, you know, like I said, we had about 6. You know, the only trouble is getting it out because you've got to activate the door and then lift it up and go out. So unless you can get close enough to the door, what I do is I go through the door first. That there just for the laugh. Pick it up, use R to rotate it. Well, you can if you can get it to sit straight. Pick it up. The door. Not as easy as it looks. So I'll just pop it back down there. Right, we're going to go jump in the turret. We'll take our hat off and just check on our health. Everything's looking good. I don't know what the key is. Salvage mode is toggle. I wonder what that means. The way I know. Currently I'm struggling with my controls, as I said, and I have to spool my mouse about lots of times. So there's this, it looks like a bigger cannon, doesn't it, when you're in here from this side. So now I've got to be very careful to get the right box. Can you see how annoying it is? Try and do it a bit gently this time. Take it to there. Then we'll very gently take and stop and push. But it's so awkward. If I could get this to stop swooning around, it would be great. And I did have it like that, but I just can't get the controls back. I've reset them, done all sorts of stuff, and it would end up being quicker. So that one would come out the previous one. Yeah, we'll do 2 more. I don't think this is true at all. Not in its current state. It would be if it was straight like I said. It's making me feel sick as well. That's the thing. Because of the swaying. It's like a bit like an ebb bob type of thing, or a motion blur issue for me. I can't explain it, but it just makes me feel dizzy using it, just because of the way it moves and the way I have to focus on it. That's a potential box that's going to disappear if I don't go sort it out. Come out. So I'm trying to stop it right now from moving to the right. Trying to lift it and put it behind. Alright, I'll give up. Got to remember to redo my fuel. Slipped on a banana skin or something. You see how accurate this is in comparison to the other two. If it was accurate like that and not swaying about, so I can go where I want. Whereas the other one, you just move it a little. You only want to target that, but then so you do that, but it sways and sways and sways, and then it starts going up and down. You can't do nothing about it. Wicked doodlers. Don't want to come out. Now it comes out. So the one beside it wasn't technically stopping it from going anywhere, but it didn't want to move until that one had moved. So you're not dealing with realistic physics at all. You're dealing with a game that's trying to mimic realistic physics. So they might say realistic physics, but what they're trying to say is we're trying our best to emulate realistic physics. Gravity, weight, strength on the gun, how you're pulling it, how it manipulates it. Does it have a springy nature to it? Which it does. I'll just grab that other container. There's one more loose one behind it as well, behind the other side. Before we come for those last ones. I didn't lose another box around the back. Yes, I did. Near the engines. I'm sure I'd turned them off. Brrr, it's going, unless that's something else in the space station. Do you know what I didn't do? I did not check to see if the elevator was up. So if it's not raised, you can't send it down. If it's already down, and I've put all this stuff on, I may have to take it all off. Oh my god. Lesson, isn't it? I dare look now. just going to assume that you never said anything. Okay. Just keep your mouth shut in the future. Don't invite fate or disaster by saying that the elevator might be in the load position. Because if it is, we're screwed. That's the one I was digging my way down to. Just for the count, the final count of course, it's easier if you have them all on the ground floor and you don't miss any holes like that one. That acted like that box seemed to act when it landed like a slimer blob, a slime block out of Minecraft. See if this one does it. Seemed to compress and squish and spring back. It's just that I've maybe played too much Minecraft. I don't know. So that's it. So there should be like 51 boxes, I think we said tonight. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 in a row. Assuming they're all full and I've not missed one. 8, 16, 24, 30, 2, 40, 48, 49, 50, 51. So we're all there. I did count them correctly. I counted them last time from the actual numbers in there, the wind speed. So we'll take that off. We'll go into the window, and we will. It is raised. Thank God for that. We will send it down. You'll see that it'll tell you the different ones. So now, if we just pull out of this, 6 jobs will come up. 1, deliver 11. That's 50 grand. That's deliver 8. That's the second job. There's the third job. Fourth. Fifth. And then one more. And then it'll start giving me awards. Oh, that was only 5. So it'll be, there's one more to come through yet where it'll say how many it was. So sometimes it gives you the 3 awards like this: contract complete, rookie rank, direct planetary, extra, small cargo. I've done this over. Now there it is. There's the 6th job with 11 of 11, and there's the thing for it. Awards of 50,250 AUEC. It pops up on the right hand side of the screen. You can rewind the video and have a look at that. It came up just about here onto this medical bed message. And then if you look, we had 347,000. Now we've now got 3,470,000. Now we've got 705,710. So I can easily afford the Argo raft if available for purchase. I don't want to do any more cargo runs, and we are at 1 hour 20 minutes. So what I will like to do, I'll just move this forwards. Interesting to see whether my engines are on. First I thought I had left them on, but I haven't. So press I. And that's turned them off. So they were on. No. For cutlass black, it looks awfully grey and beige, doesn't it? It's not black. And I noticed when I first saw it this morning as well that it had quite a lot of silver on the top. It was darker than this when we started off. Somebody must have given it a wash and a paint job. So let's let it come down. And then I'll let the engines off again, and I'll leave it there because I'm not worried about, nobody will steal it. It's in my private hangar. nice and clean blue lines here. These, obviously, this is a rich nation or whatever it is. Nothing here, but I should have logged out, bedlogged on that bed. Matt Gravers, medium hanger. I've never had it say somebody else's hanger name. This is my hanger. Ah, just made it. I think I got my backpack. Javelin tow. Go on then. It'll probably be a hangover from the previous event. I didn't know this was here. May 20 to 31. What's it doing here? I didn't know about this. So this is 2025. In 2025, if you're watching this before May 20 to May 31, come along to that. I suppose that's a free fly week, because Invictus launch week, is that? No, it's up. It's done, isn't it? That's done. That was. Sorry, I'm an idiot. May, January, February, March, April, May, June. We're in June. We're on June the 4th. Says it in my title. June 5th, something like that. Yeah, June 4th. So the javelin tow might still be on though. I don't know. Pressurised. Shall I stick my helmet on just in case? I bet you I can't go through the door. They never said there was a javelin tow here. You know, I followed the event daily. Literally, I was in the game every single day. Never heard about this javelin tow here. It wasn't advertised. Never saw it. Because the idea of advertising is to let everyone know about it, whether they want to know about it or not. You know. This is on. This event is on. Here, look, this event's on. Everybody, look. You have a guy stood in the middle of the aisle shouting, giving out leaflets saying, there's an event on over at Crusader. Don't come to this one tomorrow, go to the other one. You know. So obviously it's not on. So I missed it. Numpty. Well, it's their fault because RSI should have advertised it better. So now we need to go to the August Dunlop Spaceport. This is where you get a whole host of trains to drive about. If that's the case, I don't want to go. Because I don't think the station holds anything for me. Somebody coming in. That just shot across my speakers. That went from left to right in my headset. Nice. I like the blue. Come back soon. You didn't even know it was on, mate, so...
Be sure to explore and discover all Orson has to offer. There's so much to see and do, Crusader is a journey worth making.
Whammers. Whammer slammers. Authorised. Personnel only. So, no dinners.
You alright?
Go and get a burger.
Hi, welcome.
Oh, we were like, we'll have one of them. We'll put it in our backpack.
Hi, welcome to the store.
Our helmet off. Can't tell.
Hi, thanks for coming in.
Where are they all running off to? Crazy. The Whammer. That's a 19. 17. Well, let's take a... Put that in our bag. I got one of them left. Hear them ships coming in.
Hi, let me know if there's anything I can help you with.
Veggie one. Are they not going in my backpack?
Hi, welcome to the store. Hi, welcome. Hi,
No.
welcome to the store.
You're standing on my burger, mate. You're supposed to be going in my backpack. You're dropping them on the floor as well.
Hi, let me know if there's anything I can help you with. Hi, welcome.
That's his, he bought that.
Hi,
That well,
thanks
that
for
one's
coming in.
mine. No, I think this one's his. That he didn't eat. They were the two,
Hi,
but when
welcome.
you right click, you're supposed to be putting them in your backpack. He bought this one, or I bought this one of them. I've got one of his anyway, so. And I haven't lost any of the ones I was buying. They were on the floor, like, you know, typical Mackie D style.
Hi,
What they're
thanks
doing,
for coming
drop
in.
it on the floor. I don't think that's fair, to be honest. I have never seen them drop them on the floor. Is that empty? Yeah, mate, have that back. Have a drink, wash all them
Hi,
burgers
welcome to the
down.
store. Hi, thanks for coming in.
Hey mate, catch. I was here one time, I bought a plushie, I don't think I've still got it though.
Arrival check hall at hangar G3. Arrival check hall at hangar G3.
No. Could have left the burger in there though, just for a laugh. I think I will. Return in 6 months and eat it. But it'll still be alright as well.
take your trip to the next level? Sounds like you're ready to rent with Vantage. With dozens of vehicle options and a wide range of sizes and models, Vantage Rentals is a new way to look at flying.
Vantage Rentals. Where's Vantage Rentals? It's down here, innit? So, I think, yeah. Vantage Rentals, but what have they got that no one else has got? I bet you my pictures don't come up here. Oh, they have done. So, C1 Spirit. This thing where they give you X amount of time as well, like 24 hours, one day. I think it should be just the 24 hours of playing the game. So if you hire it, it should be yours for 24 hours of gameplay, because there's many vehicles that I've hired and then had to go to work the next day before I got round to flying them. This is basically where you end up on a train a million miles away. I don't really want to do this. It's a train, I don't want to get on it. Shuttle station, yeah. Forget it. Although it's been very calm for me here, look, I mean they're smooth, the graphics are smooth. Traditionally it's a bit of a lumpy experience, if that's a good word to use, lumpy.
Thank you.
Listen to how I talk. Yeah, it's a bit of a lumpy situation. Laggy would be a better word.
Activity on the rise, and the threat of hostilities across the Empire increasing daily. We can find ourselves wondering where to turn.
Chairman's Club? Oh, I'm in. Let me in. You're not a chairman, are you? You look like a chairwoman.
Is there something I can do for you?
Yeah. Oh, I'd like a room, would I? Can I have a room?
I'm very sorry. That's a bit outside my area of expertise.
Is it? Alright. What's that? Booking a room when you're the chairman's secretary. You can't even book a room. Or in the chairman's club. Get lost, woman. Come on. Wrong door. Wrong door, wrong trousers, wrong bedrooms.
Located on the roof deck of the Stratosphere in the Cloud Center.
Let's get back in the Cutlass and go on. Hello. Nope. Don't want anything from here. Ice cream maybe. Let's have a chocky ice cream. Right, so really there's nothing much else to it. Oh, she's standing there like Superwoman now. A minute ago she was cringing on the
Please
floor.
contact a medical professional for additional assistance.
Any old door will do. As long as the elevator knows where you're going. Okay. There must be a lot of people without personal hangers, because I see them racing from the train at Area 18, racing with me, and I think, what's the hurry? Just when you get there, you're just going to go straight in your own hangar And then you got the things yourself, but no, they all there for the machine, fighting at each other. And that's it basically. What I'm going to do is quickly get back. I'm going to go power off, power on with the controller, turn the lights off, request the doors, turn the weapons off, go back into map, go area 18, well actually we'll go back by Genie Point because that's a better place, because that's where I pick up all my swag if I want to do another one. It's not letting me have it, so let's go to area 18, no results. Let's go to anywhere, it doesn't matter, let's get out of here first. That would be on there, wouldn't it? Let's go to I want to get out of this station before the door closes. That'll do. I'll reset it once I'm outside. That wasn't me bumping the side of the ship. It does that regardless. I think that station we've just marked is that one. No, it can't be. No results. Oh, because I've spelt it wrong. Now it was coming up here before, then it wasn't. So that's distance marker 1, arc up, and then 18. screen's blocked up. Oh man, I was trying to get a good view of it. Starting off. I bet you it's crashed. I've lost my sound. And if I have, that's it for this evening, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm off to bed. See what happens.
Quantum drive is now off. Quantum drive is now on.
Got to refuel. Plenty of quantum fuel though, and standard helium, whatever. So I used to have one box, so be alright. But I did said forget, and I did forget to refuel. I like to keep all my ships topped off, you know. Off the tanks. Anyway, I will thank you once again, ladies and gentlemen. Well, just the one viewer, especially you. Like and subscribe, and you know. I've got no subscribers as I'm making this video, and I don't think I've got any viewers. But if you are watching this, thanks for watching it, and you know, just pretty chilled. I'm not getting into stressful situations, apart from when a box mission lands on my head. Like I said, I could step out into the back and have a walkabout. I don't know what happened to that 15 grand that I spent on that whatever that stuff was that I bought when I was at Grim Hex. I've never seen it. It wasn't in the ship, it wasn't in the hangar. Maybe I didn't transfer it correctly. I am bothered. It's only 15 grand. Not real money.
Quantum fuel is at 75%.
75%, yeah, look, quantum fuel. The one on the right. This one. QT fuel. So that's dropping quite a bit. And that is my normal fuel, thruster fuel. So it said we're going to a distance marker. Or are we heading towards Area 18 right now? We're heading towards Arcorp and then it's Area 18. Oh, that was it out of quantum. Looks good, doesn't it? When it comes out. fine there. But it wasn't area 18 that I wanted to go to. So I'm going to change it, I think. Virginia Point, which is just right where we are. Terrorist. So as we're coming into dock, ladies and gentlemen, you know, please do something to help my channel if you can. Just a like, subscribe, or a comment, or all three. That'd be great. Other than that, you know, as my one preferred special viewer. We'll request
Landing gear down. got decoupled. I think they're going to take the hanger off me. That was it gone. We'll say something like, sorry, your hanger has been given to someone else due to inactivity. Inactivity, mate. I can't control the ship. Like most people can't, you know. And then they don't know where you're going to give them a hanger to. I'm just checking that my feet were out. Because I should have just looked on the dashboard and saw the light come on. Open, says me.
controls are too sensitive on the mouse.
Landing complete. Engines offline.
Right, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. I'm gone. We made it back without too much ado. As always, any landing that you can walk away from is a good landing. In my book, anyway. And these super trick landings. My super trick landing is putting it on all 3 feet instead of hitting the roof and the door on the way in. Anyway, thanks a lot, ladies and gentlemen. There should be some stuff. Somebody left a stuffed animal. No, that's not a stuffed animal. It's why I sometimes keep some plushies and things like that for me. So, custom. Let's move all that lot. So I'll have that's empty. That's somebody ripping it up. That'll do us. A couple of burgers and a share of the drink. Although you don't need it with that type of drink. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. We're done.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Let's store that one.
Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility.
And should we maybe claim the Intrepid before we go? Because God, yeah, there it is. I left it at Grim Hex.
Your insurance claim has been sent.
540.
Please visit
But
us again.
that'll
Goodbye.
be there for next time when I come in, of course. Just go back up to the main deck. Yeah, so with that mechanic, this is my girlfriend.
What's been going on with you?
What's going on with you? Never mind what's going on with me, what's going on with you? What are you doing hanging around these parts? Right, thanks for watching. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a ship just zooming across the sky. And I will catch you next time. Another one down there as well. Teddy bye.